You rocking with me and my YouTube family. My name is W.C.Wainwright. I'm a content creator, short form videos, and long streamer from San Francisco. Welcome to my channel. We all know there's been some changes in the YouTube programming, and I'm here to help you get by that because it sucks. Let me take some of this glare away. Man, honestly, it was hard enough when the requirements were 4,000. Now we got till February and the requirements are going up to 8,000. Will you let that happen to you? Especially after I've invested all this time, I just can't see myself getting bamboozled by some corporate guy with a big cigar, I'm sorry, making me think of cigarettes, cigar in his mouth saying, you know, we need to up the requirements. We get some free content. A lot of people ain't gonna make it. We get to keep their content. We can stick some commercials in there. It'll be lovely. I'm not mad at them, really, to tell you the truth. Because if you had a chance to get something for free, wouldn't you do it? I'm sure you would. Especially if it involves billions of dollars. So I'm not mad at them because, I'm from the old school. I like to see people get their hustle on, get their grind on. Sometimes it happens in the corporate market. Sometimes it happens on the street. As long as you really not hurt nobody. But in a way, in a subtle way, man, these people are crushing some dreams and some aspirations of people that may need a second income. Seniors like me who living on Social Security and barely making ends meet, trying to come up on YouTube, man. And so I'm here to help you overcome this hurdle. I had stepped away for about 3 months. I really didn't care much about YouTube as far as survival goes because I've been able. God has blessed me with a few nickels to rub together. So I've been able and keep a roof over my head, a little food on my plate. And my wife and I, you know, we only have one son and he's grown. He left home. I haven't seen him in 3 years. But that's another story for another video. So it's just us. And so it doesn't take much for us to get by. We're not living high on the hog by no means. But it would be nice to have a little bit more. And that's why I endeavored to get into the YouTube family in the first place. And I have to admit, I'm not one to give up, but I know when I'm hurting. And I know when somebody's trying to pull the wool over my eyes or pull me back or hold me back or bamboozle me. And I started noticing that I was losing subscribers, even though my numbers were saying I was gaining subscribers. I started noticing I was losing hours, even though I was gaining hours. So I just took a break. I'm not one to cry about things. I'm not one to bitch about things. I come up from, hard times. And I always believe no matter what you're going through, somebody else is going through worse. So you got no reason to cry. If you have no shoes, look at the guy who has no legs. So rather than make a big stink about it, I just said, you know what? It's not that important. I just walked away for about 3 months. And then I heard about this new requirement. Oh my God. 8,000 hours. I made a lot of friends on YouTube, man, and I see a lot of people struggling. And I told myself, man, I'm not going to stand back and let that happen to all these people that I know, that I've come across, that deserve to make it after putting in all that time and effort. So I came back. And I'm here to give you encouragement. I'm here to tell you that you can do this. And I'm going to show you what I know will work. And if it doesn't, you never have to come to my page again. If it doesn't, you don't have to watch any of my videos. If it doesn't, forget you even know me. That's how sure I am it will work. All right. And it's based on the numbers. All right. I got some techniques I'm going to show you here. And I want you to follow these techniques. And I'm not going to give it all to you because I don't want to beat you over the head with it. But if you can just do these 5 simple techniques, you are well on your way to getting that required number before the February deadline, okay? And the first technique is this. Every day, you should have, if not a live stream, you should have your pre-recorded live stream running, okay? You have more than one phone, you have friends, you have associates, you have friends that you meet in YouTube. Make sure they get your link to your live stream and make a simple request. Listen, I need you to run this link at least once a day. Okay, now let's multiply that times 10. If your videos are 1 hour, times 10 would be 10 hours. If it's once a day, that's 10 hours a day. Let's say you get 2 friends and they run 2 videos, all right? And that's 20, right? Hours, right? If they run it at least once a day. All right. Now we're talking about getting some help. You got to get some help, man. You're not going to be able to do it by yourself. All right. Now, after you do that, make sure you take out some time to also do some live streaming. I'm not a big live streamer, but I'm confident that if you live stream, somebody's going to watch. You know, like that baseball movie. If you build it, they will come. Somebody's coming, man. Okay, now this is number 2. Number 2. All right. You will get at least damn, I don't have my glasses on. You will get at least 350 hours a week. If you get 10 people to do what I just told you, if they do more than one video, like say if they did 2 or 3 videos, that's 3 hours, right? All right. Let's say you get 10 people to do 3 videos. That's 30 videos, okay? If you got them to do it twice, that's 60 videos. If you got them to do it 7 days a week, and it's only a few hours, they don't even have to listen to it, really. They could just let it run on silent, man, and go about their day, wash their dishes, cook their meals, go to work, feed the kids, walk the dog. But let that video run, all right? We all have friends. We all have family. Let that video run for me, please. Send that link. Send your link to me, too. I will run your link on my page. And it's not exactly huge. I only have like 6,000 people. That's not a lot compared to Mr. Beast or somebody else. But out of those people that you know, get them to run that video every day, all right? And then watch what happens. Those hours are going to start adding up, adding up, adding up. And if you calculate between 350 per week times 4, you know, that's over 1,000. So I would say easily that's like 12, almost 1,300 hours right there. Okay. Now let's say you did that for 2 months. All right. Now you got 2,600 hours. Most of us who have been in the program for a while, we already have like 1,000. I got 1,000 something right now. They stole 300 hours from me, which is one reason why I took a break. But and they still stealing from me. But nobody wants to hear that. That's neither here nor there. The premise is as you go along and you add up these hours, you'll reach the qualification number, and then you cool. But another point I want to make to you. This is another point too. I want to make to you. This can be done, but you also have to be ready when it happens. You know, a lot of times people say, "Well, why me? Why is it taking so long for this to happen?" I'm gonna tell you something. God is not gonna give you anything you're not ready for. So while we're waiting to make those hours add up, I want you to take baby steps. I want you to try to get some some sponsors. I want you to try to get some business cards. I want you to try to get your caps in order, get your hoodies in order, get your cups in order. You know, be ready to lay out that plan, man, once you get monetized because it has something to do with positive thinking too. You know, like you make it up in your mind that this is the direction you're going. You already have the mathematics that I just gave you. Okay, this is the third step. Make preparations. You know, you have to believe that you can walk through the door when the time comes and be ready to take those steps. Get yourself prepared because God is not going to give you anything you can't handle. So you want to be able to say, okay, Lord, I know you're going to bless me with this. And I know my time is coming. I got friends. They sharing my page. They watching my videos. I'm doing live stream. I see this is gonna happen. Please give me the direction to be ready when it does. And then, in the process of that, you have to step out on faith and start making preparations. Because believe me, you'll be like that guy who said, "Master, can I come out and be with you?" And he was the Christ. He was standing on the water. I don't know if you believe in Christians. Jesus standing on the water. He said, "Sure, come on." All right. And he got out there on that water and he stood up. I'll tell you the rest of the story later. But the point is this: you're not gonna fail. You're not gonna fail. You're not gonna sink. You're gonna keep the faith if you keep taking little steps and you believe that this will happen. I promise you, this will happen. Okay. Uh, there's no guarantee if you don't make the necessary steps to make it happen. If you lose faith, you'll be like that guy. All right? That's in the rest of the story. And he didn't reach Jesus, he started sinking because he lost faith. So you have to keep faith and you have to keep working at it and you have to believe that this is going to happen for you. And you're going to walk on water just like he did. Because greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. So all these things that's happening around you, look at them as minor distractions. Okay? These things gonna happen. You know, it's funny, the best laid plans of mice and men often come undone. When you try to do something positive, it seems like things just pop up in your way. Don't let that discourage you. That's a sign you're on the right track. Stick with the program and don't give up. Now, let's move on. Be consistent. WC, what do you mean be consistent? I mean, get you a program where you live streaming, where you giving out your link, where you checking on your messages, whatever you have to do. Be consistent. Don't stop. What's up, Ridge? How you doing, man? Be consistent, because consistency, it's like that drop of water that you keep making, and you want to make some progress. Or it's like the Israelites that's walking around the walls, Jericho, and then after they didn't walked around about 15, 20 times, and after a while, they got the command, blow the horn, boom, 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 and then the walls came tumbling down. Nobody had to touch them. Bridge said he got 339 subscribers, y'all. Woohoo! Way to go, Ridge. Be consistent, guys. That's another key. That's another key. And like I said before, if you add that with being consistent, being prepared, taking the baby steps, sending your link out, watching your videos, all that together is going to mean your success. All right? Trust me on this one. The only way you can fail is if you fail yourself. That means if you give up, if you stop now and walk away, it's like you cutting your own throat, and nobody wants to do that. And Ridge said, I'm growing. I heard that, man. Let me go visit your page, man. I want to see how much you growing. You say you growing, I'm going to see how much you growing, man. Okay, let's see, Rich. I have to put you in my search. I'm going to do everything with my iPad today, because my phone is better for, and I don't have my glasses, so I'm going to be a little bit slower. My phone is better for broadcasting than it is for searching. And Ridge is one of my best supporters. He's always been a good friend, and he's always been there. Thank you for your support, Ridge. And I'm coming to your page. I know I visited you earlier. Did you see my post earlier? I was there. I came to your page. Oh, now this is something else I have to mention. All right, you guys. I guess you already noticed. I need to be qualified too. Okay? I need to be qualified too. And the reason why that is because I walked away. I mean, I didn't finish the job. And there are times when, you and you don't follow your own advice. That's my problem. Okay, this is Ridge page right here, you guys. Can y'all see that? That's Ridge page. All right. Ridge, do me a favor, okay? I want you to send me your link or post your link on my page. We're going to get you some more subscribers. I want you to be ready too. And then I'm going to do the same to your page, if that's okay. And we're going to start watching each other's live streams. All right? That's key. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see all that. Okay. He said, okay, thank you. We're going to start watching each other's live streams, and we're going to get that time before February. Trust me. You get 10 or 20 people, like I said, that's all it takes. 4,000 hours is nothing. You'll have that in 1 month. How about getting 20 people to watch 2 or 3 of your videos? Not really watch, but let them run, turn it down or whatever. How about getting 20 people? How about getting 30 people? How about getting 40 people to watch 2 of your videos, your live stream, every day? Do you realize what the numbers would be after they add up? So, guys, all my guys, listen, I got hundreds of guys that come to my page, and I keep track of all of them, all right? If all you guys did 1 or 2 videos for each other, 4,000 hours would be a joke. That's nothing, okay? Because when you do the numbers, it adds up. Ridge says, I'm always here for you, WC, and you know it. Same here, my brother. Same here, my little brother. I trust you. I know that. And so let me open up your page. And this is Ridge page, you guys. And I want you, if you see this video later on, because that's another thing I want to remind you guys of. Everybody's not going to be at your live stream. Everybody's not going to see your video right away. There you go. I gave you the thumbs up. Everybody's not going to come visit your page. You have to encourage them. You have to ask them to. And when the time comes, they come visit your page. They give you the thumbs up, you know, and they subscribe if they like your page. All right? And that's it in a nutshell, right? And keep it moving, keep it positive, you know? And so what I want to do, Rich, this is what I want to do. You my first guest. This is what I want to do, Rich. Okay. Let's say me and Ridge, we both want to get our numbers up, right? I go to Ridge, I say, Ridge, man, let me post my live stream link to your page, man. And then when your friends see it and you reminded, you look at that live stream, Rich, watch 2 or 3 of my videos, man. Just let it run, man. You don't have to stay on top of it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, is that Grand Theft Auto 5? Okay, that's beautiful. All right. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in years, man. I played the Miami version and all that other stuff. I did all that stuff. I used to get, oh man, I used to get hooked on Grand Theft Auto 5. I used to like the radio. I listened to the radio when he's driving, you know, and running over people and all that. That's beautiful. It's fun. I still play video games. You know me, man. But this is important. We need to start focusing on this time thing, man, because time is running out. So get this, all right? Send each other, like, send me your link. If you got a live stream, like if you're running a game and you've been running that game for a while, all right? Send me that link. I'm going to run that game on my community page. When people come to my page, they're going to see that link, all right? And then every now and then I'm going to open it. I'm just going to let it run, all right? Guess what? Your hours go up, all right? Your hours go up. Every time somebody run your live stream, every time somebody run your game that you stream, your hours go up, all right? I like soul music, man. You know, I like that R&B, you know. I like that 60s stuff. That's what I like. You like rock and roll? Probably. Youngsters like rock and roll. So, get this, guys. Go to your friend's page. This is Rich. You said it's okay for me to do this, right, Rich? I'm giving a class. I'm showing people how they can get their hours up. You said it's okay for me to do this. I'm going to post on your community page, okay? First, okay, I found Ridge. Let's just say, Ridge, this is cool, right? You're going to be part of my lesson. Okay. He said, yes, it's fine. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to go to my page, which this is my page. I'm going to go to my link. Like this is my live stream link, right? I copied it. Now I'm gonna go back to Ridge's page, if I can find it. Okay, this is Ridge's page. All right. Now I'm gonna go to Ridge's community page. I'm gonna go to Ridge's community page. Okay, let me see. Hold the phone. Be patient. Be patient with me, you guys, because I don't have my glasses. I'm going to find Ridge's community page. Let me see. I did this earlier. Be patient with me, guys. Okay, see how Ridge got all those people? This is cool. You giving people the advertisement, right? But this is a little different. So what I'm gonna do, actually, I might have to do it with my other. Uh, I might have to do it with my other guy. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. It says the posts aren't currently available. Okay. All right. I know why the posts aren't currently available because we talking to each other. But anyway, he gave me permission. So this is what I'm gonna do when I can. I may not be able to do it right now, but when I can, okay. I'm gonna go to Ridge's page. I'm gonna go to his community page. I'm gonna take my link to my live stream. He gave me permission. Then I'm gonna post it on his community page. Now, even if nobody that he knows runs that video, when he sees it, he gonna say, "Oh yeah, WC, he needs these hours. I'm not doing nothing." Okay, let me just run his link right quick. All right, so he's gonna put up my link when he's on his YouTube channel, and he's gonna run my page. All right, and let's just say he lets maybe 2 or 3 videos play. You know, down low. He don't have to be a big distraction. You know, and he goes about his business and he does whatever he does. Right. While that's happening, those hours are adding up. All right. Now let's say we get 10 people to do that. All right, let's say 10 people. Maybe they let 3 videos run. All right. They let 3 videos run. All right. 10 people. All right. That's 30 hours right there. All right. Let's just say those 10 people do 2 or 3 videos every day off that link and get 30 hours. In one day, that'll be 30 hours. That's just those 10 people. In 2 days, that'll be 60 hours. In 3 days, that'll be 90 hours. In 4 days, that'll be 120 hours. In 5 days, that'll be 150 hours. In 6 days, that'll be 180 hours. In 7 days, that'll be 310 hours a week. There. 310 hours a week. And all your friend did was just let your videos run. Just let them run. And only 3. And who's to say you would stop at 3? Maybe you would let it run all day. Maybe the link that you sent, the playlist that you sent, has 6 or 7 videos. All right? And they got to go to school or they got to go to work or whatever. And they run your link while they're gone. All right? Let's say instead of 3, it might have 4 or 5. All right? Let's just say, hypothetically, let's just say 5. One person has 5. Lets it play, all 5. And each video has 2 to 3 hours or an hour in each one. We're talking at a minimum 50 hours a day now. All right? If you had 10 people. And then the math really gets crazy. All right? And now, I'm not just talking about 10 people, though. I'm not just talking about 10 people. These are all people that come to my videos. These are all people that I socialize with. These are all people that have been on my live stream. All right? We're talking about hundreds of people. You will get your requirement in less than an hour, not an hour, in less than a month if you follow this recipe, okay? And it's a great recipe. And we're going to participate. Everybody that I know, I'm going to ask to participate. Isn't it a great plan? Don't you think? Ridge, don't you think? He said, yes, it's fine with me. And once you get those hours, they might take some of it back because I had 1,000. I know you don't want to hear my problems, but this is why I took off. I was getting subscribers and I was getting hours. And some of you guys know I went over 1 million views. I mean, I have closer to 3 million now. But the thing was, we live in a racist society. Some people don't like you because you're black. We live in a prejudiced society. Some people don't like you because you're old. Some people don't like you because you're fat. Some people don't like you because you don't wear the most modern clothes, or, you know, you have a opinionated view of politics. Maybe you're a MAGA, which, I have friends who are MAGAs. Maybe you're a Democrat. Maybe you come from across the aisle. People don't like, Afrikaners. People don't like Mexicans. People don't like blacks. People don't like, you get the idea. So, but everybody has to do something. Yeah. And once you get in a position of power, I'm not saying it's you. I'm not saying just you two. I'm just saying this is the way it is in the world. You see somebody you don't like, if you can slow them down or hurt them or sick a dog on them or spit on them or whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it because you don't like them. And it's a shame, man, when people put their hard-earned work into something and then somebody comes along that just don't like them. And no particular reason. I think you're sleeping with such and such and such. And I don't like you. You might be looking at my girlfriend and I don't like you. So guess what? If I see I can stop you from doing something or making some progress at something, I'm going to trip you up. If I see you running a race and you're trying to get to the finish line, I'm going to stick my leg out there and trip you. These things happen. I mean, this is the way, the world is, man. And I think it's going to be that way until the cows come home, like the farmers say. You know, uh, Maybe in the next 200 or 300 years, we might work out our problems. But for now, that's the way it is. This is how we beat this, because righteousness and justice, liberty and light always beat out the shadows, always beat out the lies, always beat out the hate. Love conquers all, my brothers. Now show some love to each other. Get your link from your playlist on your live stream, your pre-recorded, the live stream that you're doing right now. After it's recorded, make that link count, even when you're not on. Send it to your friends. Send it to your friends. Okay? Don't just post your link to anybody, because you have to, I would ask permission. Usually when you have a community page, when you open it, they ask you, do you want anybody to post whatever they want on your community page? And you say yes most of the time. But still, just out of common courtesy, ask first. Like I asked Rich, hey man, do you mind if I post my playlist on your page? And most of the time, like he said, yeah, man, go ahead. And like he said, oh, no, I'm happy to do that with you, man. It's a good plan. Thank you, Rich. See, it starts with one-on-one, me and you. And then look, if you know a lot of people like I know a lot of people, I mean, you don't get to have YouTube without knowing some people, all right? And on my test channel, I even got almost 1,000. But if you get to know people, man, that come to your page, people that see you and speak to you, people that love you, people that comment on your page, people that will support you, this thing is nothing. We're going to beat this together. Trust me. If you need to look this video over again, go right ahead. All right? This is my plan. And let me know in the comments. Say, WC, it's a good plan. Count me in. I want to see that. Because Ridge was the first one to say it. And Ridge is my boy. We tight. Say, WC, count me in. And if I see WC, it's a good plan, count me in. All right. I'm going to allow you, you have my permission. Send me your playlist link with your live stream on it. And I'm going to post it on my community page. And I'm going to do the same. We're going to do that vice versa. And everybody who sends me that comment, WC, love your plan, man. Count me in. Send me your playlist, and I'm going to post it. All right. And I'm going to send you mine, and you post it. And just every now and then, you're sitting back, you're having your coffee, man, You know what? Ridge streamed a nice Grand Theft Auto thing the other day. It's live. He needs some watch hours. Let me just go ahead and run that while I have my lunch or have my coffee. Just run it for an hour or two. I don't have to hear all the crashes and the gunshots and all that. I can turn it down. All right. And Ridge gets the credit. Isn't that wonderful? Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody got together and did that? No more crying about 4,000 watch hours. So what? I got so many friends. They love me. They're all running my live stream. We're all together on this. What a beautiful thing. I'm not giving up. Remember that. I'm going to be consistent. Remember that. I'm going to have faith. I'm going to make steps. I'm going to be ready when that time comes because I'm coming. I know there's people out there don't want me to show up, but I'm coming. And guess what? There's no stopping us. Like the other day, I started to tell a story about, like if you drew your hand back at an enemy and you wanted to smack them in the face, you got your fingers out there, pack. You might break a finger. You might sprain your wrist or whatever. But when you got unity, man, and you make that unity a strong fist, all right? And you draw back, bang, and you hit that problem, bang, and that problem resonates. You be like a kung fu master. You can make that chop, bang, and you can break steel and iron because your focus is there. Your mentality is all positive and good. And you're concentrating on something that if you didn't mean for it, if it wasn't meant for you to have, you wouldn't have it. God usually puts it in your heart. So you know what? It would be beautiful for you to have a live stream. Uh, and it would be beautiful if you had, like monetized your page. And it would be so wonderful if everybody like supported you and you brought light to, people who need to have their story told, or you entertained them and played some good old school music that they could love, or you just encouraged a young person that maybe got lost along the way and needed some good advice. We need to support you, brother. Gonna open up some doors for you, man. Trust me. I'm not gonna stay on for the regular hour today because honestly, I was up so late last night and I got a few things I gotta do today. But if you missed anything in this video, watch it again. If you don't get around, and thank you, Rich, for coming. If you don't get around to sending your playlist with your live stream videos on it. In Ridge's case, he's got live stream video games. If you don't get around to that, watch this video again. Because I want you to be encouraged. Because it seems like a daunting task, 8,000 subscribe hours is what you'll have to do to get monetized. I always heard, man, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Because I'm absolutely sure if we be consistent and we don't give up and we support each other and we help each other, I'm almost 100% certain, It's not going to be a big deal. Even if it was 1,000,000 hours, we would still be able to make it because in unity, I got Ridge, I got Mr. Get It Back, I got Dare to Search, I got me, I got my wife. There is strength. Strength. There's nothing that can stop you, man. You know, when you got your friends by your side and people ready to help. And I'm ready to help. My name is W.C. And get back to me. You see this video, write in the comment. If you agree with me, say, count me in, W.C. It's a great plan. Let's go ahead and do this. And one day we going to look back at all this, man. Guess what? We going to laugh. They try to scare us out of our dreams, making our goals come true. One thing you can't do, you can't give up. Because if you got me in your corner, or if you got your friends in your corner, if you got, other people just like you struggling that have been able to overcome, you don't have no excuse. You gonna make it. Okay? Trust me. Trust and believe. This your friend Dub C. And always remember, take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, how you gonna take care of others? Peace.